Hey guys, it's Tony. Once again. As you all know, I'm a cartoonist. And as a cartoonist, you have many influences. For me, my influences include Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Matt Groening, Seth MacFarlane, Mike Judge, Bill Watterson. But one that probably topples all of them is the legendary Charles Schulz. And today we're going to be taking a look at this biography of his called Schulz and Peanuts. This book came out in the mid-2000s. And, yeah, I want to give her a go because I am a big Peanuts fan. And I think this would be pretty interesting. So let's have at her. Schulz and Peanuts came out in 2007. It was written by Dave Michaelis. And this book covers the entire life of Charles Schulz, from his birth to his death. And I just have to say, this is actually probably one of my favorite books now of all time. Charles Schulz was a really interesting cartoonist in terms of not only the work he produced for comic strips, but the work he produced off of comic strips for specials and stuff like that. He retroactively did a lot in terms of broadening the idea of, franchising out a character like the Peanuts, like what he did with Peanuts. This book goes over most of that. It also goes over a lot of his personal life and a lot of things that many people probably didn't know about Schulz. Like that most of Schulz's characters, most of Schulz's scenarios for Peanuts actually came from moments of his life. For many people who may or may not know, Lucy was based on his first wife, Joyce. Peppermint Patty and Patty were both based on his cousin. The little red-haired girl was based on a girl he had a crush on back when he was at the Art Institute in Minneapolis. So it is interesting to read up on all that and to figure out where all these origins came from, to figure out kind of how his mind shifted as the decades went on working on Peanuts. And, in the honest truth, Charles Schulz was actually never happy with his life. That's kind of the interesting thing. Schulz was truly never happy. No one knew what it was, but he just couldn't find any real happiness with what he was doing. It wasn't because of the comic strip. It was just because he focused himself on so much of one thing that, for him, being personal and being intimate was kind of hard. But with all that said, is there any downsides to this book? Maybe they get into the personal a little too much, but that's just me. Other than that, I really do like this book. I really do. This is a great book. For anyone who is a huge Peanuts fan, I really do recommend getting this book. It may not cover a hell of a lot with Peanuts, but it does cover a lot about the creator, and that's something that's really good. So, with all that said, good grief, I'm a blockhead. This is Tony signing out. I made this video long enough. See you guys next time.